In education, a buzzword is that, you know, what you're teaching to the kids should be authentic. Well, this is authentic, right? I mean, we're doing authentic writing, we're doing authentic reading, we're actually producing something, there's actually a product in the big world, and we're working together. And so this is the best kind of teaching that can be.
Who remembers what we were working on last week?
Oh.
Yes.
The repetitive.
Right, but what's the term? Repetition, thank you. And what did we say the point of repetition is? There were several points. Who can think of one? Yeah?
Don't think.
Don't think. Perfect. What's the word that we talked about, the concept that we talked about? We're saying that this exercise is designed to get rid of what?
Stage fright?
Being self-conscious.
Yeah.
So when Heather came in and taught the kids repetition, I didn't see what they would get from it or how they would enjoy that. But to get 9th graders, 14-year-olds to stop being self-conscious and to focus on someone besides themselves, I don't think outside of staging success that would happen.
Ready? Go!
You're moving.
I'm moving.
You're moving.
You can just fold it.
My hands are folded.
Right. You're smiling.
I am smiling. You're moving back and forth.
I'm moving back and forth.
You're moving back and forth.
You're moving sideways.
I am moving sideways. You're thinking.
I'm thinking.
You're thinking.
I'm thinking.
You're smiling.
Smiling. You're laughing.
I'm laughing.
You're laughing.
I am laughing.
You're laughing.
You're laughing.
You're rocking.
I am rocking.
You're rocking.
Yeah, I am rocking.
Really good.
When one of my classmates from a different country got up, barely knowing English, and performed, I think that was something I always remember.
You can't be scared of like people gonna judge you and stuff. Like a lot of people didn't want to get up. They were like, oh, I don't want to say this, but it's your story, and if you're not gonna share it, then who will?
Hey guys, wonderful day today. Very wonderful. Thank you. I love ATC. I love you guys.
The Staging Success program, I feel like has given the kids some purpose behind their writing. I feel a lot of times they just think that they're completing an assignment because they're told to do it and they're not really sure why they're doing it. Just rehearsing earlier this week, a lot of students just were having trouble memorizing or just didn't have confidence in themselves, so they'd come and do their lines for me in the morning, and then when it was time for class, they just wouldn't do them.
Okay, it's underneath this chair.
Yes, I'm not reading. I told you I'm not reading it. I was really nervous to perform today because there's a lot of people. And yeah, I'm really shy. I can't do this. It's too fast.
Mark, you can't start it off like that. You can't. Just go ahead, do it. It's not fair. Go ahead.
When I did it, it felt really good because, yeah, no one laughed at me.
And you thought people were going to laugh at you? Why
Yeah, I thought people were going to laugh.
Why?
I don't know. I just get shy and nervous.
Welcome to the Radical Tales of the 10th Graders, written and performed by Period 3.
Oh my God. The first Monday of September, my brother wanted to go to the Labor Day parade.
Does anybody in the audience have anything to say? I feel like that would be, they'd love to hear what you have to say.
Yeah. A lot of this was impressive, but when you guys stand up there and you tell us about yourselves in ways that we don't really know, the trust and the confidence is really kind of overwhelming.
So I definitely see significant ensemble happening, and I sometimes saw glimmers of it, but today it really came through.
The most important thing when you're performing is, are we telling this particular story? And we use our rich and interesting personal lives to help tell that story. It's incredible to see how if you bring no prior experience with acting or no baggage as to how an actor is supposed to look or how it's supposed to feel to act, you can completely take off with this.
It's not always about basketball, man. I know it's not about basketball, but I know I can do this. I'm ready to do it. I'm going to do it. No, I don't care about what you think.
We had people whose grades skyrocketed because they became, I guess, enthusiastic about everything that had to do with school. There was that sort of effect, you know, wave effect.
We had to analyze like each line and how like put ourselves in that situation and see how they would be reacting, how angry, how Edna would feel, how Joe would feel. Actually having JD by my side and able to look at her so I can able to get through it and actually remember our lines is actually able me to get through the whole scene twice for 2 shows.
Yeah.
It was really nerve-wracking too.
I was scared.
When I say what time is it, you say showtime. What time is it? Showtime! What time is it? Showtime! What time is it?
It's the kind of thing that something good happens to you and then it's over, but it's there for you to know that good things can happen to you, and it gives you faith that something like that will happen again. And I'm talking again about the kids who don't have that kind of experience that often in their lives. They have less opportunities than a lot of people, and this is a huge opportunity for them, and it makes them feel valued. And that's just, you know, the importance of that can't be articulated, really.
You know damn well what I'm talking about.
What? Better watch how you speak.
Oh, yo, what? What are you going to do? Beat me again?
I felt empowered when I got on stage, and I felt like I grew as a person on stage. Like nobody could tell me what to do, that I had a voice, and I just felt like I had wings flying. Like I was flying all over the place. It felt really good.
I think it just made everybody closer. Like everybody had problems before, everybody was quiet, and now everybody is actually having fun. Cause I think this is one of the best years in high school I've ever had because of ATC.
We began by kind of talking to the students and seeing what kind of company they would want to form. You know, the Atlanta Theater Company is an ensemble of actors and artists, and we wanted to kind of instill the same ideas with their group. We started in the first month by doing several workshops, writing workshops and writing exercises with the students, both kind of drawing from material from their own lives, while also just kind of riffing on different political ideas and creative ideas that they were interested in talking about and seeing on stage.
Alright, so I kind of planned like the brothers coma thing that happened like on his birthday.
Oh, I felt great, you know, having a little creative identity going on, like talking to Jaime about like how I want my scene to look. And then just, it was a little empowering, like, you know, having a little say in what you do. Not that I don't have any, but like in terms of creativity, like that's an opportunity like a lot of 17-year-olds don't have.
I feel like it's my fault. I thought confrontation was the best method. I thought getting in her face line, she was when I started this in the 11th grade, I was kind of afraid of my own shadow. But as soon as the program ended, I just felt better about myself. Started coming out of my shell.
I believe in heroes.
I believe in second chances. I believe in pain.
I believe in respect.
I believe in karma.
As we started performances, Josh and I and the Atlantic staff were really kind of blown away with what the students were doing on stage, really kind of putting together moving performances and telling a clear story.
Maybe it's me or something.
Or something? That's supposed to make me feel better?
Before every show, I'm nervous, but once I get up on stage, it's like, it just goes, and then like, you know, the lines kick in, and I'm just telling it, you know?
Office, I didn't feel like anything changed. My brother is still in Afghanistan.
and we're still in a bad economy, so I didn't really want to vote at all.
I am an artist. I am very unique. I am semi-tall.
I am cool.
I am a fast riser.
I'm an actor.
Anything I'm gonna miss working with that group, because I mean it brought us together, definitely did, because being in the group with them, like I got to know them a little better, because everybody wrote from like their heart.
And what sort of advice would you give to someone who's gonna take this class?
I would say be yourself.
Be yourself.
Be unique. Be yourself.
If you ever want to see what's great about arts education, you should, take a look at Staging Success, because it's transformative. It transforms the teachers, it transforms the students, it transforms the culture.